What's up, guys? It's Priets coming back to the brand new Binding of Isaac video. Today we are back with the Eden streak, going for win number 214 in a row. So without further ado, let's get right into the run, get some gaming going on, have a little bit of fun, and see where this run takes us as Eden on hard mode. That went all over the place. And I hope you guys are having a great old day. Today we start off with moving box, bad hair, penny sack. Really good tier rate, really good damage. The above average tier rate by not too much, by about 0.2. Above average damage by about 0.55. And by about 0.55, I mean exactly 0.55. And the seed is 9TDE8974. That's the most numbers I've seen ever in a seed, I feel like. How you guys doing today? So today on stream, I did beat the final boss of Cult of the Lamb. And I will say, I honestly just think that Cult of the Lamb, although it is such a cool, it's such a good game. It is a, ooh, that was really bad damage to take. It's such a good game. How much damage am I going to take? What the heck? But the replayability factor, honestly, I would say not too high. The amount of gameplay for what you pay for, not high either. It took me 15 hours, probably closer to about 13 hours or like 14 hours to beat the final boss, which, I mean, for somebody who's not somebody who has played a lot of roguelikes, I mean, most people who have played any roguelikes will probably be pretty decent at this game. But like my brother, I think it took him maybe like 20 some hours to beat it. But it only took me 15. And for a game that I spent $30 on, I bought like the Cultist edition because I didn't know what it was, so I just bought it. It is a $25 for the $25 for the base game, and for 15 hours or for $25, I would expect like at least 25 hours of gameplay. And so I don't know, it was kind of just disappointing that it didn't have that much gameplay, but the actual gameplay was really, really good. So like it was very rich gameplay, but I will say like it in the end, like after I played it and after like I got to the end, I was kind of like, dang, all of a sudden like it's such a fast-paced game that when it ends, it's kind of just over, and it's like, dang, well, that sucks. And the end of the game, I'm not like I'm not spoiling anything, but like you just like, you go from a spot where you're like, you don't have enough of anything, and you're like constantly like struggling to where you're not really struggling at all. And all the last achievements are like, oh, don't beat this boss without getting hit. Which I'm like, okay, that achievement makes sense, but like, I don't want to keep playing it just to get that achievement. And then there's achievements like get all of the follower forms, which like, that's pretty cool, but like none of the last achievements are that meaningful. Like it's kind of just a random grind in the end, which you can say the same for like Dead God and stuff. But the thing about like Binding of Isaac is, I'm not trying to compare it to Binding of Isaac exactly, it's just comparing it to a game that has a lot of replayability. Like you play the game and you get you have hundreds of hours just to get to Dead God. Like it takes a long time. A game that you can beat the entire thing and get 100% in probably less than 25 hours is crazy. And the reason I say 25 is because the game was $25. I think games should have about, like, for every dollar you spend, there should be an hour of gameplay. And that's not always true, but like with Elden Ring, I put, I think, 70 some hours into the game. Loved it. How much was the game? $60. Every single minute was really good. Binding of Isaac, how much have I spent in total on the game? $60. Have I spent more than 60 hours in the game? Yes. That's just how I like based every game. But it was, art style was insane, game insane. I was talking to my brother while we were like going to get food today, and we kind of just agreed that they kind of just tried to do too much with the game. And the reason why the replayability, I would say, is not super high is because, like I said the last couple of days, is the main aspect of the game is not the roguelike. The roguelike is almost like a mini game inside the bigger game. The bigger part of the game is like I would say city management, or like civilization management and town management, or whatever you want to call it. And it was just doing a lot of like meaningless little things that, I don't know, like not meaningless little things. It was just like farming, keeping your people happy, and doing all that kind of stuff. And I don't know. It was really fun. It was a very fun game. But to title it like the next big roguelike, like some people are saying, is kind of I would say a huge overreach. Because the first thing it is I would say not a roguelike. I don't know. It just doesn't play enough like a roguelike. What's nice about roguelikes like Risk of Rain, Binding of Isaac, Gungeon is you start a new run every single time, and when you get out of run, you've not made like any progress. You like unlock items on the way and all that, but in between runs, it's like you start fresh every single run. The thing with this game is the entire time you are getting upgrades outside of it. You are like getting more health outside of it. You're doing that kind of stuff. Like as you level up or as you do more things, you get more health. And you get like more cards, you get all of this, and like you get all the new items and all that out of the game, and so it doesn't really feel like you're doing anything while you're actually playing the roguelike aspect. And the roguelike aspect is so short, you have to go through like one set of enemy rooms, then you go like get some resources, then you might fight a second set of enemy rooms, and then a third set of enemy rooms. It's like 3 floors, I would say, and then you fight a boss, which is not really like that much. And this is not me saying it's a bad game. I do think it's a wonderful game. And if you have the money to buy it and you want a very fun experience on a really interesting game, go for it. But just know that, like, I don't know if people are going to be playing this for hundreds and hundreds of hours. I don't know if people are going to be able to sink into it. There's also a lot of like weird bugs that I ran into where I could no longer do rituals in the game. Every single time I did a ritual, nothing like it would do the ritual, and then it would just be on this thing where my guy was just standing awkwardly with all my cult members. It was just super weird. But yeah, like when I finished it, I was disappointed that the game was over. I felt like there could have been so much more. But whenever I was actually playing it, it was some of the most fun I've had in a game in a while, like I have been saying. And so while you're playing it, it's super, super fun, but nothing makes me want to go back and play it, because what's fun about roguelikes is every run doesn't take that long. Every single run takes like an hour, and you either lose at some point during that hour or you win, which is really fun because you never know what's going to happen, and it's pretty exciting. With this game, the game is not the single run of roguelike every single time you play it. The game is, as I said, like the city management. And so I don't know, that's where it falls off for me, is you can't just like play one run, leave, go about your life, and go back in. You have to play let's say 15-hour story and that kind of stuff to get all the full achievements. I don't know. It's just weird. And so looking at it like a roguelike, I was disappointed, but looking at it as like just a regular, any sort of like story game or any sort of like, just any sort of game in general, it's really fun. But the issue is for a roguelike, it's too short. For a sandbox, I would say, or whatever you call like Stardew Valley or any of those type of games, it's too short. Like in all aspects, it's kind of too short. But this is, as I was saying, it's like, it is a very, very good game. I can't say much bad about it because it is very solid. Just short, the length of it, not the best. Everything else about it was really awesome. The art of it is super cool. The sound design, the music, like just every little thing. The fighting mechanics are really fun. The only thing that sucks is like, you only, oopsies, I forgot to turn that off. One sec, let me mute that. Alert box, we hide that. Let's go. Okay. But I don't know, you start off really weak and then you just get stronger and stronger. And so it's not like the difficulty gets harder. It's really like the difficulty, it just kind of gets easier and easier as you go. Also, please have a key in here. Let's go. But I think what was the most disappointing thing about it was probably the final boss. And I'm not going to say much about it. I mean, from the get-go, you pretty much know like who the bosses are going to be, because like the game pretty much presents it to you. It's not like any, I'm not like spoiling anything or anything like that. It's just kind of, the game presents to you like these are like the 4 main guys, and that's just how it sets it up pretty it's pretty obvious. But yeah, the final boss is just much easier than it really should be. I did beat the first boss on my first try. I watched my brother beat the boss on the first try. I played it on the hardest difficulty. And I don't know, to be able to beat the boss on the first try was kind of I don't know. I was happy that I was able to beat it and do it, and it didn't take me a long time. But then I was kind of like, dang, that didn't take a long time. Like, it wasn't really that fought like every time, like the first time I fought Dogma, Delirium, Mega Satan, it took me a long time. So I don't know. It was just rough. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do. Do I want to go to the Devil Deal? I'm going to go Angel Deals today, I think, again. I think that's the best way to play this. let's go look at the shop. Actually, can this be the secret room? I think it could. Yeah, it's just like the bosses were never really hard. Everything felt like a little bit backwards when it came to difficulty. It's kind of like Isaac, where I honestly think the rooms are harder than the bosses. But like the bosses are still hard in Isaac. But the thing is, there's not like a dodge roll mechanic like there is in Cult of the Lamb, where it's not like if I had a dodge roll in this game, you would just never get hit because it's too easy to dodge enemies. But the thing is, they have Isaac shots kind of in the Cult of the Lamb, but you have the dodge roll, and so it's almost too easy. But if they had the Gungeon shot, since you only have melee, it'd be too hard. It's like it's just a really, really weird setup. But I mean, this is all just these are my criticisms of the game. If you play the game, you'll definitely love it. I think some people could probably play it for a long time. If you just want to play for like the city management, you could for a long time. But there's no like, there's not really a reward for doing that, which is why I'm just like, eh. I don't know if it's like my favorite game, because I've never been like big into Stardew, big into like the farming games, and like I like Minecraft, but Minecraft is much different. But just retrospectively, very solid game. Very much enjoyed it. Was sad that it was over when it was over, but it was very, very rich gameplay. And the story was pretty cool. It was all pretty cool. And hopefully there's DLC in the future. Maybe they're going to make it so it's like a much, much longer game where there's a lot more to do. I mean, any smaller company that's making a roguelike. Roguelikes are usually indie game kind of things where they start out small and get big. But this one was kind of a big game that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there's much else I have to say about it. So is there anything else I want to do here? I don't think so. But yeah, I did like it. It's just weird. I feel like this like weird like duality of how I feel. I don't know if that's even the right word, but like when I first started playing it, I was like, this is some of the most fun I've ever had playing a game. But when I finished it, it just felt like not much had happened. I feel like that's how most people will feel. Like it like leaves you wanting more, which is not like a bad thing. I think games that do that, it's not bad, but usually when you have a roguelike, it's the thing that's nice about roguelikes is there is so much replayability in the game where like you can just keep on going, keep on playing it, and you never have to stop. Like Risk of Rain, you can just keep on playing, and like it never really gets old, even if you've already done everything. Like it is nice like being able to like seek out achievements, but if you just want to play a run to like see if you can beat it faster, or, like try out a new character, or like just play for fun, like I can do that with Isaac. Sometimes I have played Isaac for fun in the past. I mean, any roguelike should be able to play it for fun. Same thing with like Gungeon. Like you can just keep playing it. It's just my issue with the Cult of the Lamb being called a roguelike, not really. My issue is not that it's called a roguelike, but whenever you title something like very big and like kind of really push the idea that it's a roguelike, I don't know if it's the like people who are doing that or at the actual studio. It's just like the game, as I said, the game is Stardew Valley with a roguelike mini game inside of it. That's with Don't Starve Together artwork. Such a cool incorporation of a lot of ideas, but kind of gets meh. I mean, they do make it so once you like beat a boss, and this is not spoilers. This does not go towards like stories. I mean, if you don't want spoilers, then you can skip a little bit. But I'm not spoiling anything right now. Once you beat a boss, you are able to like continue past where that boss's room was, so you can like keep on fighting more and more bosses like crazy. Also, I am gonna do this real quick. Very disappointing. I'm fine with that. And so like you get to, I would say like what, the fifth floor. It's kind of like it's set up kind of like Slay the Spire, where it's like you get to pick your path that you go. Same like as Peglin, like all the games that are set up with like that kind of pathing. And once you get to the top of the floor, you fight the boss. And after you beat the first boss, like the first time you only go through like the single set of paths like you do in Peglin. I think like you do in Slay the Spire. I think you do it in both. Once you beat the boss, you're able to go past that last boss floor, get a refresh of all of it, and keep on going. And so I guess you could play the roguelike aspect a lot more, But you do have to like manage your city so often that if you try to go into these longer runs, people are gonna starve, people are gonna die while you're away. Like, a lot of stuff is gonna happen. It's hard to really enjoy the roguelike part without having to worry about everything else. But like when you don't look at it as a roguelike and you look at it as the game Cult of the Lamb, it is really, really good. I have high expectations for what happens in the future of the game, and like what happens when they add DLC, what happens when they fix all the bugs. They're probably gonna add smaller like booster packs similar to Isaac sometime, where they just add like a couple bosses, because lots of roguelikes I feel like do that. They do have a really good array of bosses though. That's one thing I will give it, is like there are a good amount of bosses and a good amount of like different enemy types. So it's good. I don't know. You guys have to. I would say you guys have to play it to see how it is. I'll stop talking about Cult of the Lamb for right now, since some people might not even care. Back to the game. We have 120 volt, pretty sick. Stapler, always sick. Holy Mantle is really, really good. Yeah, very cool stuff. One thing I do want to say, this is about my stream today, but not about Cult of the Lamb, is somebody came in named Dankest Memes. If you watch these videos, what's up, Dankest Memes? But he came in and he was like, I thought he was joking, and he's like, I'm trying this like new like algorithm to see like, or this new program or software to get view bots. And I was like, oh, I don't like view bots, but I feel like this is just my actual viewership right now. And then all of a sudden, like, my viewership just kept on growing and growing and growing. I'm like, wait a sec, is this guy actually for real? And then the concurrent viewers went up to like 160, and I was like, dang, it kind of made me uncomfortable, because I don't like the idea of view botting, because view botting can get you in trouble. I don't think in that situation it could, since I was not the one view botting. But even if somebody else is view botting like on my behalf, I'm just like, it doesn't help me. Like it's fake views that don't really like, it doesn't help. It doesn't help me in any way. It really doesn't. It's kind of just artificial, and it doesn't really have a meaningful showing of who wants to come and watch my content. It's just weird. But I was very confused. Then he left, and he's like, I'm going to go help some other small streamers. You're a cool dude. I was like, thanks. See ya. And he left, and the viewers went back down to like normal. I was like, that was weird. I'm scared. That was about it. And look at this, a super tinted rock. You can tell it's a super tinted rock because it has a very tiny cross on it. That's pretty obvious. That's a little cross compared to other rocks. If you like go back in the video and pause and look at it real carefully, you'll see that there is obviously like a tiny cross. You might look at other rocks. None of these are really good examples, but there are some rocks that have what look like tiny crosses almost, but like it's like it almost looks like a tiny cross. It does not obviously look like a tiny cross that was like on the super tinted rock. Is there really nothing else I have to do? Yeah. I'm not going to do the Mirror Realm right now. But yeah, it was all good streaming. I will be streaming Isaac again on Monday. I think I'm going to get back into doing that, trying to get the third save file a little bit closer to done. So I think that's going to be pretty exciting. I know some people have been asking, like, oh, when's the next Isaac stream? Because I kind of only make Isaac content. If you guys didn't know, even before I was only uploading Eat Streaks, I was only uploading Isaac content. So I want to get back to that, because that is where like my viewership lies, and it is nice having larger numbers on streams and stuff. But when I play different games that aren't Isaac, I already have the expectation that's going to be lower views. Not like in a bad way where I'm just like dang, this is like I don't deserve views or anything. I was like, yeah, I know it's a smaller, like if a lot of people like Isaac, there's only going to be a percentage of you guys who want to see Cult of the Lamb. So because of that, I can expect lower viewership, and I still was getting like 15 average viewers, which is really good for any small streamer. So I was happy. But going back to Isaac, it's going to be nice getting back to like an average of like 45 to 50 viewers. It's always nice. Makes me happy. And so I'm excited to come back to that. If you guys are excited, let's go. But I know it's been a while since I streamed Isaac. And it's not because the reason I stopped streaming Isaac was not because I didn't want to stream Isaac. It was more because like I just didn't feel like my sleep schedule was bad, so like trying to wake up at like noon every day and stream Isaac just like wasn't like really working too well. And then like I just didn't feel like streaming, and since I didn't feel like streaming, I was like, well, I'm not going to play Isaac because I only like playing the Isaac save file on stream because I feel like there's not a reason for me to grind off stream because then there's less content for me, I guess. It's not about content, but it kind of is. I don't know. It was mainly that I didn't want to stream. It's not that I didn't want to play Isaac, and I just didn't feel like playing Isaac if I wasn't going to stream it. And so I still love Isaac, still love playing the Eating Streak every day. It's going to be good going back to it. Also, I didn't even realize I didn't have a trinket yet. I did take the Gulp Pill. Where was the Gulp Pill? I feel like that was on the last one. I could have brought it with. I'm just going to use this real fast. What kind of pill are you? Thanks. It's really weird when recording these videos. Like, sometimes I get onto almost like the rant or just like talking about some random subject type of commentary, and sometimes I'm just literally talking completely about the run. But whenever I like stop talking and going from like the commentary to like just talking about the run, it just feels really awkward because I'm just like, I'm not talking as much, but like there's not much to talk about when I'm talking about the run. It's weird. I don't know. But today I had Taco Bell, right? So my brother and I went to Taco Bell, and I was wearing a lacrosse penny in my car. And the issue with lacrosse pennies is they're a very slick material, but like for some reason my seatbelt, made out of just like regular seatbelt material, was really gripping onto my lacrosse penny, and it for some reason it was like it really liked to expose my right nipple out of this. And so like as I was driving, my right nipple kept on slipping out, and I looked down, it was out, and I was like, what the heck, my nipple's out. My brother's like, yeah, I was wondering what was happening. I'm like, you didn't tell me about it. Like, and this was before we got to the window of the drive-thru, which I was happy about because I feel like my brother would not have told me if my nipple was just straight on out at the drive-thru. And so I was just like, what the heck? It was very awkward. But then I ordered a Crunchwrap Supreme, and I feel like I'm never going to order a Crunchwrap Supreme again. Every time I get a Crunchwrap Supreme from Taco Bell, it's like, it's always really weird how like it's like meat is only on one side. I hate GB Bug. I don't hate it. It's just not my favorite. But yeah, the meat's always like on one side. Everything's like pretty uneven. You bite into it, sometimes you get only tortilla. And this time was really weird because I bit into it and there was like no meat. I keep eating it, there's like no meat. I get to the very end, it's only nacho cheese. I was like, what the heck? The entire thing was simply nacho cheese, and it was disgusting. Like, I like nacho cheese, but like tortilla and nacho cheese is a very, very weird combo that I do not exactly enjoy. Also, I will take this. Good, very good. Hey, now I can get into Mega Satan without having to do angel deals. Interesting. Kind of like that. But yeah, I don't know. Crunchwrap Supremes are just always disappointing. I feel like when I was a kid and I ordered them, they were always really good. I don't know if it's because people are making them poorly at these Taco Bells or if because something changed about them, but I don't know. I've not had a good Crunchwrap Supreme in a long time. It used to be my favorite. I think as soon as they started making the double-decker Crunchwrap Supremes, like when they were doing that for like a year, I feel like at that point, they just like started getting really bad because the double Crunchwrap Supremes were pretty awful. I don't know if any of you guys liked it, but I most definitely did not. They were just bad. Also, I will do this real quick. If I get a health upgrade, I'll come back and use it again. Yeah, it just wasn't good. I also got the beef melt burrito. There's been commercials about it, and it was the beef melt burrito, but it was the spicy version. I was like, I wonder why it's the spicy version. So I was eating it, and I was like, this is even it. This like it really isn't spicy. Like it tastes like they put like some sort of hot sauce in here, but it's not like anything spicy. Then I get to the last quarter of this beef melt burrito, and it's literally straight jalapenos. I was like, what the heck? And they're pickled jalapenos, so they're really not that hot. But I was utterly bamboozled. Because I actually found like the first jalapeno like at the top of the last quarter, and it was just a single jalapeno. I ate it. I'm like, that was really good. You know, I enjoyed that greatly. And then I get to the last few bites, and I literally see 4 jalapenos lined up, and I ate it. And I'm like, ugh. It was good, but like, it literally was only jalapeno. So I had the most extreme Taco Bell of my life, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say. And was it bad? Yes. It really was. Taco Bell just isn't good. The best thing that I had in my entire order was the soft taco that came with the Crunchwrap Supreme. You can't mess that up. It's literally meat, lettuce, and cheese. It's always a classic good. Like, I could just eat straight soft tacos from Taco Bell and be happy. I probably wouldn't be that happy, but I could. I could if I wanted to, just so you guys know. I know that you guys wonder that. You're like, could Priets just do that? I could. I really could. I'm kind of a man of mystery, man of wonders. Some people just don't understand the miracles I can do. Yeah, I don't know. Every time I always am like, I really want Taco Bell, but every time I get Taco Bell, it's like, dang, I did not want that. Like, Taco Bell's just so bad, but it's also so good. I think Doritos Locos Tacos, those are so good. I always feel gross after them, but I don't ever really regret it. Today, I regretted getting Taco Bell because the beef melt burrito was actually just really bad. No part of it was really enjoyable, like, at all. The issue with it was it wasn't like this one didn't have like anything cheesy on it. And you like need something cheesy or something on a burrito or anything just to have that extra flavor, at least for like Taco Bell burritos. If it's like any other burrito, I'd say you don't really need much else. If it's a real burrito. But I mean, cheese is always good. Even on any burrito can have cheese, and it's amazing. This one just it wasn't really that cheesy, wasn't really that good. It was kind of just nasty. So don't worry, you guys don't have to go get it. Maybe you guys love the beef melt burrito. I don't even know what. I feel like it's so stupid calling it the beef melt burrito. I think that's what it's called. It was just bad. It was just really bad. Also, I'm going to take the gold because I really don't need the devil card. I could insta-kill Mom with it, but do I want to? That's a question that I don't know the answer to. Yeah, it was just a disappointment, all in all. But I did it. The first thing I ate out of it was the soft taco, and I ate soft taco, which is the best thing in there. Then I ate the cheesy melt beef burrito. That might be what it's called. And then I ate the crunch wrap. So I went from like the best tasting thing to the worst, but I thought I was doing the opposite. I thought I was going from the worst to the best. Also, I did not know that there's an enemy right there. I got bamboozled. I got confused. The game led me astray. Not my fault. Just kidding, it is my fault. And somebody commented yesterday. They're like, you had like 2 really busted runs, and you were kind of just complaining the whole thing. I am sorry if I was just complaining. I know I literally said in the video I was like complaining a lot. And no, I wasn't really having like a rough day or anything yesterday. I might have just been tired. Cause I'm tired right now. I'm not always like, never like really like angry when I'm tired. But I don't know. I just like the run just like a lot of like the luck based things in the run just didn't seem to be going my way, and it was just kind of like, man, that's not fun. It kind of just sucks when that kind of stuff happens. And I think just because I play this game so much, those little things just annoy me a lot. And there's like a bunch of like little things that always annoy me that were kind of just stacking up. And so I shouldn't have gotten as annoyed as I was. So I'm sorry about that if it was just a lot of complaining. But hey, we're here today, and this is going to be a good run. So far, this has been a really good run. Getting mucormycosis is always really, really nice because it does a lot of damage. So I'm like a burpee. I had Taco Bell like 2 hours ago, but I still actually it was probably like an hour and a half. I just feel gross after it. My whole body just feels like everything has stopped moving inside of me. Also, thank you. I don't know if I actually wanted that. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe that was a bad idea. Child's Heart is okay, but I don't know if I need that much Red Heart health. I will regret that later, I feel like. But anyways, I'm not gonna regret it now. One thing I think I am gonna do actually is I think I'm gonna donate a lot of soul hearts just to get enough money to buy Lusty Blood, because Lusty Blood is in the membership card room, and I might be able to get like a dumb amount of money through this. Okay, this is a easier to control health loss, and I know you guys might be like, that's a lot of health you're losing. It is a lot of health I'm losing, but I'm pretty confident in this run. With Holy Mantle, I pretty much can win the entire run, I think, with one like heart of health. It's risky to do that. I would most likely probably die at some point, but I'm just saying I am confident enough to only have 1 heart of health in Holy Mantle, because with Holy Mantle you can take 1 hit per room, which is insane. I've always said this. Like, I don't think Lost is the hardest character in the game. I honestly think he's one of the easiest characters. You can get hit once per room and not take any damage, which is insane. Absolutely wild that you can do that. So yeah. Every other character, if you get hit once per room, you're gonna die pretty fast. Like, you can't really get hit that often as any character. And that's what I have to say about that. It's just wild. Book of Revelations, I need more stuff from you. Thank you very much. Please offer more. I need 49 cents. This is whack. Okay, this is less whack. Okay, guys, we're getting somewhere. Yeah. With Holy Mantle, it makes the game so much easier. You can get hit a lot. You get curse rooms for free. Everything's free. You're happy for free. Wait, where am I going? I'm just gonna full clear right now. It doesn't only mines too. I've just kind of been wandering around aimlessly this entire run. I'm sorry if anybody's getting annoyed at that. I kind of realized like I was just walking back and forth trying to think of what to do. But I'm gaming. I'm gaming indeed. Let's go fight the boss. I really need to like watch like the boss like cutscene screen so I can actually know what the boss's name is, because I am really bad with boss names. But hey, yo, Gonzo, buddy. That was a really good accent. Today I actually got a bunch of angel deals in a row. I will say, getting the key piece instead of re-rolling the key piece really affects everything a lot. Like, you are most likely going to get an angel deal if you get the key piece. If you don't, you are really just risking it for the bisque in it. So, if you ever want to go angel deals and you have a judgment card, honestly hold on to the judgment card until a later angel deal. Get at least one key piece. One key piece is enough to like almost solidify angel deals. Also, I could almost solidify angel deals with that if I really want to, but I'm gonna take Lusty Blood. I don't really have enough money for anything else. I could use Flight by using the Devil card to go get the 1.5 red hearts of health from that one room, but I don't think it's worth it. I really don't think it's worth it. There's nothing else I really need on this floor either, so I'm just gonna keep on going. And I'm gonna go down to Mausoleum. I don't want to miss out on Mausoleum. And oh, I forgot that Cracked Orb makes it so you can go through there for free. I know it's like every time I have Cracked Orb and I go Mausoleum, I'm surprised by that. It's not that I'm surprised by that. It's every time I get Cracked Orb, I'm kind of just like, oh, I can go to Mega Satan for free. And I just always just leave it off at that. And that's all I think about. Woo! Wait, that's really bad. Wait, that's really bad. You can also just blow this up, I'm pretty sure, and be fine. I don't want to do that. I was like, how do I do this? That almost exploded my entire brain trying to think about how to do that. There we go. We're done with this room. I don't know how that almost broke my brain, but it did. Let's go see what we can get in this secret room. A bunch of nothing. I don't know. I feel like sometimes we just have the craziest secret rooms ever on a single run. Like, it's multiple rooms or secret rooms with items. And then some runs are like, we only get pennies in secret rooms. It's like, we never get like a single really crazy run or item. It's always like multiple items. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure Cult of the Lamb has broken my brain for Isaac. I don't know what's happening right now. I'm just like, I'm not even trying to dodge. Like in Cult of the Lamb, you don't dodge tears. You just roll through them. What I'm doing right now is I'm just walking into them. So pretty much the same concept. Skirt, 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 skirt. Do I want to come in here? Do I want to do that? No, I don't. I want to use the Devil card to get rid of Mom as fast as humanly possible, and that's all I want to do right now. Thank you. Why am I struggling so much on this run? In all aspects, I feel like my brain is just absolutely shutting down on me. But I will survive. It's going to happen. I'm going to win this run. One way or another. Even if I take damage every single room, I have Holy Mantle. Holy Mantle. I don't know why I pronounce it so weird. So I can win this. I also have Book of Revelations, which is the only thing that's allowing me to have enough health to live right now. I took, what, 3 hearts of damage in that one room? That's crazy. That should never happen. I'm glad I didn't pick up Spin to Win. I've not seen Spin to Win in so long, actually. That's wild. I swear Spin to Win is... You just don't see it. It's really not that good unless you have some sort of invincibility. Ooh, 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 ooh. I love this room. When I first did this room, I don't know, it was the happiest I've ever been in this game. I was like, dang, that's cool. It's just cool. Like when you press the button and kill all the enemies in the room, that's nice. Like right here, it's so satisfying. It's nice. I think I don't want Steam's, or I don't want that. I don't want Box of Friends either. I don't want any of this. I'm scared to keep re-rolling because I feel like I'm going to get something that I really, really want. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? So Abaddon was right there. But we don't care about Abaddon because we love our red heart health because we are good Christians. But what I do want right now is I think I want Wiggle Worm. But hey, we got Flight. We got Seraphim. We don't need any of those demonic items in our game. So I kind of forgot the other day when I had Abaddon. I was like, I have red heart health. You can get red heart health with Abaddon. You just lose all your red heart health once you pick up Abaddon. I don't know why that confused me so much. I really don't know why. But hey. I forgot that we took Delirious. I was so confused when I saw Delirious. I'm like, I didn't take you. I did. I very much did. I forgot that's an angel item and a devil deal item. I don't know why I'm so confused right now. I was almost contemplating not recording today because I was just like, I'm a little tired. But I was like, I'm not like sleepy tired. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just like mentally worn out. But you know what? I don't want to lose my meat boy. So it's actually good that I didn't see Abaddon because I probably wouldn't have taken this. I'll take you. I'll take you. We'll pop you. I was really, really hoping I wasn't going to lose Meat Boy right there. That actually really sucks. But right here, what we're going to do is we're going to go die real quick because we have Judas' Shadow now. So if we die, we actually come back to life with 2 times damage. And I don't know, last time I got Judas' Shadow, somebody was talking about, they're like, you know it gives you 2 times damage? I'm like, yeah, I do know that. I'm like, I said that. Didn't I'm pretty sure I say that every single time. Or like sometimes I just read what an item does. I know what it does and I shouldn't say what it does. I think people are just like, hey, you're dumb. I'm not. And I do have a friend now who will comment on every video, which is pretty funny. He's like, I like watching Priets because his lack of Isaac knowledge. It's funny. And for the person who did say the single time, who it was like, I like watching like Priets because of his lack of Isaac knowledge because it makes me feel good about mine. I no hard feelings about that comment. Really, no hard feelings. It's all Gucci in the club. I was just confused when I first read it. It was really weird because when I first read it, it just seemed like a complete diss, and I couldn't tell if it was in like any sort of good spirits. As long as it's in good spirits, I'm fine with it. But yeah, it's funny that my friend comments that now. But now we're going to the next floor. We have one more set of shops, or one more shop. I don't know why I said set of shops. We have one more shop. Hopefully we can get a good amount of money and have some good stuff. But I know you might be like, was it worth dying? It was. 100%. Now we also have spectral tears because of Wiggle Worm, which is kind of important. Wiggle Worm is really insane because of the spectral tears, and especially since we have flying, I think that spectral tears are going to help us out a lot. I don't really mind Wiggle Worm either. I think Wiggle Worm is kind of insanely good. It's a fire rate up, right? Or it's a tears up, not a fire rate up. It's a good item. Once you get max tear rate, you kind of don't want it anymore. But until then, I will take it. And I don't want to take Jar Flies because I'm not even close to Beelzebub. And I will take Duality. 100% Duality is a freaking let's go kind of item. You know what I'm saying? So we'll take that. I'll go see how much money I can get. First. I don't know why I said it so weird the first time. I don't know why I said it again. Even weirder. Don't ask questions. I don't have answers. But Duality allows me to get more angel deals, which honestly, I prefer angel deals right now. Like, devil deals, as fun as they can be, they're not what I want. They're not what I need. Honestly, I would love, like, telepathy for dummies. Telepathy for dummies is really nice, but I really need the health from this. Also, Book of Revelations gives me a higher angel deal chance, or just a higher deal chance in general. So, a higher deal chance with duality equals we might get our deals even more. That said 16 before, right? And it wasn't red, right? What just happened? Did I just have like what? What just happened? I swear I'm gonna watch that back when I like render this video. I'm gonna watch it back. I need to see that. I need to see and confirm that I am not just seeing things. That said 16 a second ago. Like 100% said 16 a second ago. If it didn't, then I'm even more confused. Hey, and there's a penny back here. Okay, I am 1 penny off from duality. Please, game. Just give me that single penny. I was about to say, I was going to blow this guy up for the penny, then I'm like, dang, I can't do that. Instead, I'll just pay him a couple bombs. Hey, yo. You're taking too many bombs from me. You just took like 15 cents of bombs from me for 2 pennies? One of them was a lucky penny, so you know what? I'll give it to him. Lucky penny is invaluable. Invaluable? Can't put a price on that. So I don't know why you're on sale. I don't know why you're 18 cents. I swear you went on sale from 16 cents. Also, what the heck? This is 16 cents. What's happening? It's like we're in a weird like episode of like the Twilight Zone. Everything's 16. Like, look at that. My bombs, I think were 16 a second ago. Isn't this the craziest run you guys have ever seen? I was cursed by the number 16. That's going to be the title of this one. It's actually not going to be. Why is the only thing in that room money? And when I was just looking for a single cent? Sometimes this game ridicules me in the weirdest ways, and I don't appreciate it. But it's fine. I'll keep on moving. I'll just cry. Ooh. Luck up is good. I'm just going to take the gulp. I don't care. Like, Spectral Tears is really good. Paralysis. Part of me wants to go back. Wait, how is that a health down? Oh, I forgot I'm Dark Judas. I was really confused. I'm like, how do I not get a health upgrade from that? I have 0 red heart health. I can no longer get red heart health. I was going to go get telepathy for dummies. I just don't think it's worthwhile. I think we're pretty fine right now. If I ever get into a pickle where I need to like kill an enemy, I'll be fine. I will take this because the Polaroid with only soul heart health is insane. And also, I don't like going to Darkroom. It just doesn't make sense to go to Darkroom, especially if I only have soul heart health. If you only have soul heart health and you go Darkroom, you're kind of throwing. Because every devil deal is going to be 3 soul hearts, and you're just going to cry, and it's just going to be too expensive, and you're not going to be able to do anything with it. Now, I will say, to go to Darkroom with only soul heart health, this would be the run to do it, because, I mean, I have Holy Mantle and I have health generation, so it's 2 things that are just like, hey, you can actually go do that, and you'll be fine. But I'm not doing it. You can't make me. But what I can do is with Flight is I can hide up here. I can play like as if I'm playing Lost, where you just like stand on this and don't ever take damage. Cool little trick that you can do. Is it worth it? Probably not. Hey, I thought I could go to the boss arena room. Wait, okay, I'm lost. I thought, couldn't you go to the boss arena room with Cracked Orb at some point? Am I just making that up? I really thought you could. Well, anyways. Nice. I'm going to keep opening this until it gives me something good. Or nothing at all. That's fine. That's actually much... I wanted that more than anything. Getting nothing is kind of like the perfect way to get something, if you think about it. It stopped me from wasting any more keys. So really, I ended up on top. By that I mean I'm sad. I'm maulding on the inside. I wanted more. So much more. I got so little. Okay. Why, after I make the decision... Why, after I make the decision not to grab telepathy for dummies because I need health, do I get every single ounce of health I could ever imagine? Of course, like 3 of the health was because of Book of Revelations, but I also got a lot of just regular soul heart health. Also, my mustache has been quite itchy lately. I don't know why. Don't know for what reason. Maybe I have mustache lice. That's gross. That was gross. I don't have mustache lice. I don't have lice in general. I know it for a fact. I've had lice in the past in the 5th grade. I had to miss school that day. It was sad. It was the very first day of 5th grade at a brand new school. Talk about a bad time to miss like a day of school. Probably won't gold, but I'm not taking it. But yeah. It was really weird because that day we found out that day that we had lice. So we stayed home from school. My mom went and got all of the lice removal stuff. We put all the at-home remedies. We put the actual medical remedies. We went to the doctor. We did all that. But as we were doing that, Codenames Kid Next Door played an episode titled Lice, and I'd never seen it in my life before, which was crazy. So I was just like, that's wild. The way that they did that, they almost did me dirty. Kind of crazy. But anyways, we just follow the path. I do not want champions. We just follow the path to victory. We don't say anything about it. And also, Holy Mantle is so strong because, especially on later floors, instead of taking a whole heart of damage in a room, you take no damage for a single hit, which is insane. Especially when you're trying to go into, curse rooms and stuff. Go into a curse room. Sheesh. Crawl space activate. Thank you. You know that you didn't fail for a crawl space in Cathedral if you actually just get a door. Because I don't think you can get a trap door in Cathedral because you have to go up the light beam, I think, to get to the boss. A lot of times I feel like I start saying something that I really realize that I can't remember if that's true or not. That's one of the issues that I had when making the Ultimate Guide to Binding of Isaac is I would start typing something out and I'm like, is this true? It took me a while. A lot of things I do say are true, I feel like, or true enough, close enough to the correct facts. Sometimes they're just really off. And ooh, magic mush, magic mush, magic mush. I just want. That's too bad. That's too bad. Didn't see it coming. Really thought magic mush was gonna be there. How many times have I done that room and not gotten magic mush? Too many. How many times will I get into that room and get my hopes up? Every time. Without a doubt. That's the most disappointing and exciting room that you'll ever see in Binding of Isaac. It's like, dang. That is 20 mushrooms. 20 beautiful mushrooms. Just for me. To enjoy. For nothing. Also, you gotta be really careful in this room. If you have Dark Bum, make sure that you let Dark Bum pick up health, but don't let it give you any drops inside this room. Because Dark Bum will pick up 3 red hearts, come back to you, and drop you another red heart. Because this room, I don't think it's able to actually drop red hearts with a lover's card. Or drop anything other than red hearts. Even though there is a soul heart right here, I don't know. Pretty sure you can only get red heart drops. Most of the time in that room. I don't know. That's actually weird. Because I have had it where Dark Bum only will drop me red hearts in that room. Like that exact room, pretty much. Who knows? Not me. I don't know anything. I think I'm just going to get these items and go directly to Mega Satan. Why? Because I'm confident. This has just been a very solid run. You know what? I do need to now go continue on this floor. Because if I don't continue on this floor, I'm not going to have my maximum amount of damage that I could have. Also, I picked that up in the worst order possible. You should always pick up Skinny Odd, then Hemolacria. Because if you read the description for Skinny Odd, it's a 34% damage down. But that damage multiplier lessens every single time. And by lessens, I mean it goes from a damage down to, I think, a flat no damage taken away, the more damage ups you get. And so Hemolacria, I think it does count as a damage up towards that. I don't know. I think it does. It doesn't matter. There is another float. And having Wiggle Worm with Team Massacre is a little rough. At this point, I would have dropped, most likely, would have dropped Wiggle Worm. But it's too fun not to just suck up Wiggle Worm. I didn't know I was going to have a lob shot later. If I would have known I had a lob shot, I wouldn't have needed Spectral Tears. Or required Spectral Tears in any way. But that ain't no thing. I'm just going to go get a bunch of damage up items on this floor. Just you watch. I'm going to get Cricket's Head. I'm going to also get Magic Mush. I'm going to get Tech 0.5, which isn't a damage up, but it's close enough to a damage up that, you know, I think it should count as a damage up. I did think I was going to get Bump Front 100%, and I did expect to get this, okay? I'm just taking both of these because at this point, I'm kind of the top bean, you know? If you stacked up a lot of beans, lima beans, kidney beans, I was about to say frijoles, that just means bean in Spanish. Any bean you can name, you stack them up, I'm the top bean. I'm just a Lincoln beanie. Okay, no chest. Okay. I actually like whenever you pick up coins because you can actually give me chests for coins, which is super cool. Honestly, very cash money of you, if you will keep on doing that for me. Also, getting Little Hushy in the form of Delirious is kind of, in the form of Delirious is kind of funny. Hey, I can get a bunch of health. See, it was okay that I get rid of all my health. Also, whenever you get devil deals on this floor, you gotta take them. And honestly, Guppy's Hairball is a pretty insane item. I never really thought it was that good, but once you realize they can like block tears, and the more like enemies you hit with it, or like the more damage you do with it, or I think even the more like tears you like hit with it, the bigger it gets. It gets really, really OP very quick. And hello, blue baby. You are the bluest baby. Yeah, you gotta like roast blue baby while you're fighting him so that he dies faster. It works every time. Trust. Also, can I just get like a chest with a single damage up in it? I would love that. No, thank you. Okay, that's fine. We still have 25 damage. So even with the damage down from Skinny Odd, which I don't know, do we still actually get a damage down with Skinny Odd? I'd assume so. I don't know though. The more I say things in this game, the less I feel like I actually know. But hey, we got Wafer. That means we literally really can't die. With Polaroid and Wafer, you like have so many you have so much invincibility and you can take so much damage, especially with how much health we have, that if I somehow managed to die, it would mean that I took what? How many hearts of health do I have? I'll have a max of 11 hearts of health. If I have 11 hearts of health, that means I can take 22 hits. Every time I get hit, I get like 5 seconds of invincibility. That right there is, what, 110 seconds of invincibility? That's 2 minutes of invincibility. The fight doesn't even last 2 minutes. So, saying that, I think this is going to be a good fight. Hey, yo. I got a pretty cool Jacob. What are you? Oh! That's actually huge, because that's like a big damage up, because it actually lowers the damage down from Skinny Odd. That's actually really good. I did say I was going to get a bunch of damage ups. I was trying to think of any damage ups you can get in a gold chest, but I really couldn't think of any. Okay, I did lose... Wait. Okay, I did not realize... I failed to realize that this Jacob has Epic Fetus. I will not use Epic Fetus. Actually. Also, it has Brimstone Bombs. Interesting. If you've never used the Soul of Jacob and Esau, it is actually really good to use whenever you go to any big boss fight in the end. It gives you a second U. It gives you a second U that has the same amount of items as you. It's like using a D100, but then D100ing a different character with the items that you have. It's actually super, super sick. And look at that. It's pretty much Jar of Esau, but you just get the Esau. that you get from the jar. Very cool. Very awesome. Makes you very strong, as you just saw. That was such a really good run. Such a really good run. That was a really crazy good run. That right there was win number 214 in a row. So if you guys liked that Cult of the Lamb review, Taco Bell experience review, and all in all commentary, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, it's been Priets. Peace out. Bye.